Into it. This one will be a PVT on Yansu. So, spawning in the lower left spawn location, we have for Team Rival Gaming Entropy. Giving the full text, have fun, good luck. Gotta love the good manner whenever I see it. So, up here we have Yuppi for Chobo Team 6, playing as our Teal Protoss. Speaking of manner, that reminds me, my teammate Heat informed me, referring to an earlier cast of mine, that I really should not have been so down on Chansey for his manner, and in fact should have been down on his opponent. What actually happened in the game was that Chansey's opponent in that game, when the game was just about over, or in fact paused the game multiple times trying to delay and generally show off a bit of bad manner, and well, that's why Chansey reacted as he did. So my apologies to you, Chansey, considering what your opponent was doing at that point. If my reports from my Vortex teammate Heat are correct, everything he said was well deserved. Anyway, back to this game. We have at first Barrack starting out for Entropy, first Gateway starting out for Yuppi, and starting gas. At least for our Protoss player. No gas yet for our Terran player, so we're going to see an opening more based around Marines and expanding rather than that Reaper opening. Yuppi has a scout probe that has made it into the base. Going to be able to see that there is in fact no gas yet. Always a useful tell for what you're going to face. Nice to know there aren't going to be any Reapers coming out immediately. Probe and the SCV starting to fight each other, and the SCV starts building to trap the probe in. Now that probe might actually be able to get that SCV before it's even done finishing that building, but no longer being microed. And in the meantime, you see a proxy barracks coming up for Entropy over across the map. In fact, it's almost done. It looks like that first Marine came out and finished off that probe down there by the look of things. Yep. So a second proxy Rex coming down for Entropy as the first one starts building Marine. This has not yet been scouted, but this Zealot may in fact scout it. It's in, not that hard of a location to scout, but the Zealot, rather than being used as a scouting Zealot, is just here to protect the second Nexus, which is coming down probably as soon as and we see the SCVs being pulled for Entropy, so he's going to go really all in with this. Everything going across the map that Entropy has. I don't believe that it's every single SCV he has, but it's a good number of SCVs as long as all of the Marines he's built so far for a really early push. There's that mothership core, or probably rushing to try to set off a photon overcharge, but it doesn't have the energy. Probes and SCVs fighting with Marines firing from the back. This is looking pretty good for Entropy. He just has no answer at the moment with that mothership core not having enough energy for photon overcharge. Now, this was cleaned up, but he lost a whole lot of probes. However, Entropy lost a whole lot of SCVs that he had pulled, so not really sure who that was better for. In fact, it may have been a little better for Yuppi, as he is now up 3 probes as compared to the SCVs. But the supply is pretty similar, so at the moment it looks pretty even. But these Marines coming in and look like they might get some good work done, and some of those Protoss units are pretty damaged already. Stalker hasn't taken any damage yet, but Mothership core's already lost that much health, but it does have enough energy for a Photon Overcharge now. However, it's sniped off before it gets off that Photon Overcharge. Twice we've seen Mothership cores go down without getting that Photon Overcharge off, and at that, Yuppi GG's. Photon Overcharge once again could have saved our Protoss player, but not so much if he doesn't get it off before the Mothership core is sniped. Well, definitely some quick sets so far. That's already through set 4. And that is the first one that Team Rival Gaming has taken today, taking our score to 3-1.